What's up, family? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We're gonna start off with a detox shot. It's like a wellness shot, and we're gonna do it with Bay.
The flavor is pineapple orange. So yeah, we have pineapple orange.
So good, so you. So we're gonna shake it up a little bit, and it's a probiotic juice shot.
Probiotic.
Did I say it wrong?
Yeah, you said probiotic, something
Dang.
like that.
That's all good. All right, let's take this shot.
It's not good.
It's not good. Cheers
That's what it
to
looked like. It looks very green, leafy.
cheers to good
Cheers.
wellness and perseverance.
Cheers to us. Cheers to good health. Cheers to wealth.
Yes. That was so good.
Ooh.
Get it? So good, so you.
Oh my God.
The number one question you want to ask yourself is, what does it take? What are you willing to do? And do you have the space in order to bring that into fruition? I remember I went to Stop and Shop, to get some groceries and whatnot. And I was getting into line. But before I got in line, I seen a couple that got in front of someone else that was already in line. And the person that was already in line didn't even address it to the couple that were getting in line. Like, hey, by the way, I'm in line. Go behind me. Because I know if I'm waiting, I would want that person that just got in line to go behind me because I've been waiting. But the person didn't even say anything. And what was more interesting is that as I'm watching them, I seen the other person that didn't speak up look over to the couple and gave them a nasty look. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, well, you should have said something. You should have stood up for yourself. But then, yet you didn't. You just let it slide. And I feel like it's the most simplistic thing, right? It's not about being in line and telling somebody, hey, go behind me because I was already in line. That's not really the point. The principle is that you speak up for yourself. The principle is that you have to sometimes say the most uncomfortable thing because you want to make sure that you are doing something for yourself, right? That's just an example. But majority of the times when it's the little things like that, those go into the bigger things. When it comes to an actual conversation that is so difficult or almost it feels unbearable to even mention something or talk about something that might be uncomfortable. And in that moment, when that person didn't say anything to that couple, it was an indicator that they didn't feel comfortable enough to talk about it because, of course, it can make or break it. It can turn out good or it could turn out bad. You don't necessarily know the other person intentions or the way that they will respond, or more so, how would they react? And to be honest, that's not your responsibility. Your responsibility isn't about what the other person would do. It's about what are you going to do? That the best thing you can do is speak up for yourself. It doesn't matter what the other person does. I remember one time, like maybe 4 years ago, and there was somebody that I confronted because it was just important for me to voice my concerns and voice what was bothering me. And a little bit of me felt as if when I was telling this person about some things I've noticed, that they were lying to me. This is something that I was thinking in my head, like, oh, this person's lying to me. I know it. But it didn't matter because the principle is that I told them, and that in itself made me feel better about myself because I stood up for myself. That the fact that when we get older, we had to be that bigger person that protects the inner child in ourselves. Because when we were young, we've had many instances of, not getting what we wanted. Having someone maybe bully us in some form of way that made us feel less than, that now as we get older, we have to stand up for ourselves. That we had to voice our concerns, that we had to voice what makes us feel uncomfortable, just so that the other person could know. I remember I was going for my bachelor's in psychology. And I had social psychology class, great class, also great professor. And I remember he was doing a survey, and when he did this survey, everybody was to participate and do it a correct way. He gave us instructions of what to select, and it was open answer. So people had put in whatever they wanted. And when he looked at the survey after we were done, he was like, all right, I don't need anybody playing around. I can see who did it. So I understand because I didn't tell you, but now I told you. So don't do it again. And it was just the principle of it. The fact is like, you know what? I didn't tell you. So you know what? If you did something that bothered me, I can't even blame you for that because I never even told you. But now I told you. So next time, it's intentional if you did it after me telling you. And that's the biggest thing, right? The biggest thing is that when you're getting into uncomfortable conversations, it's the fact that you tell them. If they have questions, let them ask questions. You don't need to over-explain yourself. But be comprehensive enough that they know enough so that they don't do it again. Because that's what it means standing up for yourself. That's what it means having standards, boundaries, values. Because if you can't do those things, acknowledge those things, people are not going to value you. Because value comes with boundaries. It's almost like when you are going somewhere and you see that there is a gate, you feel like, oh, there's something important there. When there's security around something, it'd be like, oh, there's something important there. It's like going to a museum and they have a glass cage around the things that's very important. They say, don't touch. It's already telling you, don't touch. It told you. If it didn't tell you, then, hey, what can you do? What can they do? But to tell you. So the biggest thing about what it is, if it's in your friendships, your family members, your significant other, what matters the most is that you tell them of whatever it is that is bothering you. It might not be something that's bothering you, but something that you value. And that in itself is so important because if you don't acknowledge those things, how do you expect someone else to acknowledge it? It comes from you first because you have a perspective. You have a world in yourself that you want to be able to share with someone else. Now, it's up to them if they respect it or not. But more importantly, it's up to you whether you're going to tolerate it or you're not. I think that as we get older, we want to define more of what it is to be and what more of it is to be around people that love us, respect us, and accept us, and allow us to be in a direction where we can grow as an individual and as a community. I hope you guys are listening on your favorite podcast platform. Whichever that is, make sure you subscribe. And until next time, you guys be easy. Peace.